Welcome back. As you guys know, we are house sitting and dog sitting for Shaun and Jenny while they are on vacation. And when you're in a house, there's always a house project. So here we are doing projects.
Finna tear this kitchen apart.
It's day one. I think they just left like maybe half an hour ago, and we're already tearing the place apart. Rob's here removing the tile so we can put in a nice backsplash, hopefully before they get home. We'll see.
Wish luck. 120 grit paper works pretty well for getting like this loose paper off. Normally you wouldn't be working with this surface of the drywall because the outer paper actually pulled off with the tiles, but since we're just going to be putting tiles back on there, I don't really care. I'm going to put a coat of paint on there so that the glue for the tiles has a good bond. I'm not exactly sure if it would bond well to this paper, but the paper's bonded well to the rock underneath, so I'm just trying to get it so that it's kind of a uniform layer before we glue everything back up there.
Just to clarify, we are not putting a ceramic tile back up. We are using tin tiles, so if you're doing ceramic tile, the prep work might be different. The dogs are still alive. You want your cookies? Sit. Luna, sit. Sit. Luna, sit. Hey, come on, sit. I guess she's not gonna sit. It's day 2 of dog and house sitting, and there was like a loud explosion outside, and then we lost all power. So we're just sitting here in the dark, keeping the dogs alive.
You guys, I'm scared.
There's one here, you can't even see him.
This is our light. That's all we've got.
We don't even know the power company to this house, so thanks for that, Shaun and Jenny.
There's like 4 or 5 other houses in the neighborhood that have no power, and everyone else has power. The street light directly in the front yard is on, it has power. The house across the street has power. The neighbors that way have power. I guess they just didn't want us to have power.
There's another dog behind me, but you probably can't see her either. She's like a cat. And then Loki's by himself on the floor.
Loki's somewhere over there. I don't know. There, you can see him. Oh, it's really hard to point the camera in reverse and the flashlight.
So we're just chilling, and
Oh, this is something.
you want me to hold it?
I don't know. Yeah, point it right at the camera. Ow.
No.
That's terrible. You have no idea what you're doing.
I don't.
Bye. Our renovation work is ongoing. We're getting ready to paint all of this. So we've got a nice base for the tiles to stick to, but also over here, the kitchen was green. We're gonna make it blue because that's what our hosts want. That two-hand technique goes pretty crazy.
I'm not a professional painter, so don't try my method at home.
Well, that was not satisfying.
I don't think we ever told you guys, but we got power back the other day. It was out for about 5 hours, and really just like 10 or 12 houses didn't have power. But now it's Thursday, and there's a severe weather warning for the area. So let's see what they have to say. Damaging wind and isolated tornadoes are possible. A tornado or two cannot be ruled out. A severe weather threat will really ramp up around 9 a.m., starting in northwest locations. So that's like here. It's 9 a.m. exactly on the dot.
Let's go watch this tornado.
Hopefully the van is okay, and maybe we'll lose power again. I don't even know. There are signs to watch out for. These are the following danger signs. Dark or greenish sky, large hail, a large, dark, low-lying cloud, particularly if it appears to rotate, a loud roar similar to the sound of a freight train. Tornado may appear nearly transparent until dust and debris are picked up or a cloud forms in the funnel. Oh, we should have a pre-designated safe area. Is there a basement in this house? What?
We're in Florida.
They don't have basements in Florida?
No. Do you want to go see if it's dark?
Do they have like sirens or something if there are tornadoes?
I have no idea.
This is like the rain forecast and the tornado watch.
It's raining.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sit. Welcome back. Today we are doing some minor projects on the van that are easier to do in warmer weather, so we waited to do it until we got to Florida.
The main thing is that this guy can be outside out of our way.
And it's warm enough for Rob to be outside washing the van. And then inside, I am cleaning all the countertops, and I'm going to apply some conditioner to them so that it helps protect them. You should do this about once or twice a year.
Sun's just coming up here in Florida. Loki's chilling outside. The van is not super filthy, but I'm gonna try and use these car wash wipes. I found them kicking around in the cabinet. I'm not even sure when I got them. They've been around for a while, I guess, but they still seem like they're fine. I've never used them, so I'm gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. Can actually tell. This surface was cleaned, this one was not. This tan hides the dirt really well, but You can see some of the grime here. And that's the clean side. These guys work pretty well. I mean, the van was not like super filthy when I started, but they do an okay job. The thing that I do really like about these is that like right here where the outside of the van becomes the inside, but it's still painted, I can clean inside there, which normally, like if I'm using the garden hose to spray everything, I don't really want to spray the inside, so these guys work meant for that. Does it help if you go with the grain?
No, it's just not coming out.
Look at all the nasties in there.
Gross.
But this part's clean. And down this side.
You gotta make the sound effects. Basically, you drizzle it on, smooth it out, and let it sit. You just rub it in. This is food safe. We don't usually put food directly on the counter, but we can if we want to.
Oh, look at that sheen. So it's currently Friday, and as you can see, we have not finished repairing the walls, and Shaun and Jenny are going to be here tomorrow, so I got to do the scramble to get everything finished today. I've got my tile, I've got my tools, and I just got to cut it out and stick it to the wall.
Just.
This should be simple.
Famous last words.
Obviously I need to cut these sheets of tile. I've been calling them tiles, I don't know if they're tiles. I've got to cut them to the right size to fit in the space. So measure the height, mark it out, draw my line, and I'm using a cutoff wheel to cut these. This seems to be the best tool. I tried snips, I tried a razor blade. The razor blade didn't really work. The snips just kind of leave a jagged edge and it was not appealing. After I've got my panel cut to size and shape, I'm gluing it in place with Power Grab from Loctite, which is what was recommended by the tile manufacturer. So I'm just doing like I'm told. And this is the last one. This is the one I've been looking for all day. I got a cutout for the outlet and stick this thing in place. So we're here in Tavares, Florida, and it's about 90 miles away from Cape Canaveral, but our friends told us that they can see rockets launch from right outside their door. One's about to take off, so we're gonna go check that out.
Vehicle switching downrange. And 1D chamber pressure pump.
I don't know which angle it is exactly.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Power to telemetry nominal.
Successfully lifted off from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida.
You can barely see it.
Power satellites to orbit. Here's a great view from the first stage, looking down at those Merlin 1D engines. During the ascent,
We finished up all of the work that we had to do, so it was time for some leisure. And since the rocket launch that we saw right outside the front door was not a great view, we took the opportunity to drive to a spot about 6 miles away from the launch pad and get a much closer view of the rocket launch. So here's what that looked like. So we took Mike Nardone's suggestion and we made our way to Titusville. And we're sitting here in the Space View Park because right over there you've got a view of the space. The camera probably can't see it, but right there is the Falcon 9 rocket getting ready to take off. So excited.
You guys ready? I'm ready. 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, it's so bright. It looks like a bunch of little LED lights. It's so bright. Oh. Probably what Jesus looked like when he went up there. Whoa. Oh, it's going. It went in the cloud.
Happy Sunday! We were thinking Shaun and Jenny were coming back yesterday, but it's actually today, so we had another day to get everything done and cleaned up. So do you guys want to see a final look at our work? You can see some of it from the beginning of the video. I think it came out all right, so hopefully they're happy with it. We'll find out in about an hour when they get here. That's the end of our week here, house sitting and dog sitting for Shaun and Jenny. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I think we successfully completed our jobs of keeping the dogs alive and finishing up the backsplash before they get home. We're not really sure what's planned for next week, but if you guys want to tune in next Sunday, you can see what adventures we go on here in Florida. Bye.